Well, hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Exploring in My Explorer. So thank you, Tara. She needs no introduction, am I right?
Not true.
But this is the lovely Tara Tesher, founder of Temp-rations, which so many of you have in your kitchens. It's been a popular brand at QVC for how many years now?
17 years. Thank you, everyone.
years.
That's amazing.
I will say that one of my personal favorites is the buffetti.
Well, by the way, I brought snacks because even though we're in the car, my mom always taught me that you can't show up empty-handed. So I brought a new dip that I'll talk to you about, and some pita chips, and even a little non-alcoholic beverage for us to say cheers. Is this not the most amazing, fun little thing that she's doing? I love it.
Tara, first of all, you're my first guest to have brought snacks.
Well,
so thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you.
How do you not bring snacks?
I know. I'm gonna have to make that a rule now.
Okay.
So cheers to
I'm
you.
glad to have
Thank
started
you.
that tradition.
Non-alcoholic ginger beer.
Delicious.
You know, as TV spokespersons, we need to protect the throat.
True story.
So ginger is a very good way to do that. So where can we follow you on social media?
Oh, well, you can come on over to our Facebook page, Temp-rations by Tara McConnell Tesher. We would love to have you come join our family. And then, of course, Tara Temp-rations, if you want to follow us on Instagram. And we're also on Twitter. Would love to have you, of course, share all things Temp-rations with us, or just whatever you have going on in your life.
I love it. That's fantastic. As I said, I own Temp-rations, and my favorite is the buffetti because I love all things Halloween. So there you go.
So stinking cute.
I have to tell you a little story. I know this is about Tara, but I'm going to tell you a little story. She told me, oh, we wanted to do this buffetti, but QVC wasn't really big on it. And I was like, I love it. I love it so much. When QVC did bring it, flew out of the building.
It did, actually. I will say that Angel, she kept saying, are you guys going to ever do some Halloween something? And I'm like, we've talked about it. We have this idea like buffetti. Do you think it would work? Do you think people would really want to collect it? Yes, she said. And then you had it on some of your shows.
Yep.
And it was just awesome.
It's just awesome. It's so fun. If you haven't tried it, go take a look on QVC.com. But today we're here because I wanted to get to know Tara.
Okay.
And we see each other all the time. We say hello. We applaud each other.
We are each other's biggest fans. That is true. I adore what you do. You're
so
amazing.
Thank
So,
you.
and I love this whole idea.
Thank you. So one of the first questions that I wanted to ask you is, what do you do when you first get up in the morning?
Ooh, that's a great question. I actually have a whole ritual, to be totally honest. I get up, I go downstairs, I have a cup of coffee. We have 4 dogs, so usually one or 2 of the dogs will follow me down because they would like to go out.
Gotcha.
So the dogs go out. I kind of sit on the couch. This is my quiet time. I need at least an hour before I get moving.
I gotcha.
So I like to sit and have coffee. I'll usually kind of flip through, watch the news. I may check Facebook, Instagram, and then after that hour, I go and I work out.
I gotcha. Oh, good for you.
I do. I either try to do yoga. I have a Peloton, completely obsessed with that bike, and I'll do that. And so, yeah, exercise is a very big part. It just mentally helps me get the day going.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. And one of the things that I look at working out for is we have to keep up our stamina.
We do.
At our jobs. Because sometimes we're there 10 hours, 12 hours, 26 hours. And so it's important.
36 hours.
Yes.
Yes.
It's really important, you know, and some people are like, well, you're a big girl. It doesn't look like you work out. No, I do. And it's important
absolutely
to get moving and to get those good hormones
mentally
going.
Too, for me.
Absolutely.
You know, more so than just physical. So yeah, that's a big part.
Absolutely.
What a great question.
Well,
but I have a whole routine. Yeah.
I love it.
Of course I do.
Well, here's my question next. Have you ever been fired from a job?
Have I ever been fired from a job? I have not been fired from a job. So first, full disclosure, and this is kind of funny. So my dad owned a store, Montgomery Ward's, when that was still around.
Sure.
He had his own store. So when I was like 10 or 11, he had me in there and I would literally pick the packages by the numbers and greet the customer. They'd give me their number. I'd go run and pick the package. And so like we kind of joked that I was doing that since I was like 10 or 11 years old. And then of course I had a paper route. Had to have a paper route, mortified by the way, and had it all through high school. But you know what? It was great and it was a lot of discipline. And then I was a hostess at one of the great restaurants around me. And then honestly, I started right in with CSA, which is kind of the company, it's my husband's company. I started working for them really while I was still in high school. And then when I
Really?
graduated college, they offered me a job, and I was like, no, I'm going to go become a psychologist. I really want to, go do that. And they were like, just try it for 1 year. And then I kind of joked, the rest is history. I started learning manufacturing and understanding that whole process, and actually came up with the idea for Temp-rations while I was working with them. And they supported the whole thing and said, go for it, go try it, and let's see what happens. And the rest is kind of history.
Great?
Amazing.
In a supportive environment, how much you can grow.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, with Temp-tations, because there's so many good yummies, what is your favorite thing to cook when you're cooking?
My favorite thing to cook are my lasagna roll-ups.
Oh.
I have to tell you, they're a total treat. I don't always do pasta that often.
Okay,
So
okay.
what's great about them, they're quick and easy. You kind of make the noodles. Don't cook them all the way, but
Okay.
get them pliable.
Sure.
Make any kind of mixture that you want. I
Okay.
do like ricotta cheese, and then I'll put sometimes spinach in it, sometimes garlic in it. And then you just roll them up, and you stand them up in like a 13 by 9 or 11 by 7 baker. Drizzle some sauce on them, and just bake them. And the best part, bag them, because they're great. You can
Sure.
heat them up on the go, and they make like, I don't know, 15 or 16, I think, in a 13 by 9.
That's
I have to make 'em
fantastic.
for you.
I would love that.
We'll have to discuss like what you like on the inside, like
Okay.
mushrooms, garlic, spinach,
Yes.
all of the above.
Maybe a little meat too.
Oh,
Maybe a
yeah,
little
yeah,
meat.
for sure.
Okay.
Little
All right.
sausage,
Good,
ground
good, good, good,
sausage.
good. I love it.
Besties.
So you already told us you've been at QVC for 17
17
years.
years.
That's amazing.
Actually, a little bit more than that, because before Temp-tations, believe it or not, I was going on air with some other products.
Really?
I was.
See, I didn't even know that. That's why I love exploring in my Explorer.
My first item was a handheld steamer. I was in the morning
Really?
show with Pat James Dementry. I'll never forget. I was nervous as anything. And yeah, so steamers, and then I did some outdoor products, and I did this dress-a-goose.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
I
It was
think
like a
I
resin
do.
goose, and it came
Yes.
with like a rain hat and a slicker and like a Santa outfit. And I did that.
Do remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then I came up with the idea for Temp-tations, and kind of, as I keep saying, the rest is history.
Could you ever, in your wildest dreams, have imagined that you would still be doing this with your idea of Temp-tations 17 years later?
It's amazing. It really started out as just a problem solver. My mom, she's a really great cook. And breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it doesn't matter. As a family, we had to sit and eat together.
Nice.
But she used every dish in the house, and the joke always was my sister and I had to clean everything. And so, of course, she would go on to create one dish cooking, right? But it became so much more. What started out as a problem solver then became more of like kind of a collectible, where people,
Sure.
I always say the dishes are just the excuse that gets everybody back around the table. Because we need to connect more and more with each other.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Which is why I need to
love
make you
that.
lasagna roll-ups.
Okay.
And we need to share
I'll bring
a meal
the
together.
I'll bring the wine
Okay.
or
Fair enough.
whatever. All
Wine's
right.
fine.
Because I love your husband too. He's so
He's-
sweet.
I'm very, very lucky. Very blessed. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And so from what Tara told me, see, I love doing these things because I get little sneak peeks of what's coming up.
You do.
And so what do you have coming up next?
Yeah, so
that's
very
new?
exciting. We are gently stepping into one of my passions, which is whenever I'm entertaining, guacamole or dips. That's kind of my jam. That's what I absolutely love to make and serve. So we created beautiful dips that have two ingredients, sour cream and mayonnaise. Now you can play with that. You can use low-fat mayonnaise and low-fat sour cream. You can mix in a yogurt if you wanted to, Greek yogurt in place of that. Would you mind trying?
I would.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
This is-
please,
This
me?
is our cheesy cheddar bacon dip. And I will tell you, you're going to get a set of 6. We're debuting them on Sunday, October 13th, in our 1-hour show at 7 p.m. Honestly, what do you think? You're probably only the
No.
3rd person to ever try this outside of our little office group.
Well, first of all, I feel so blessed. But I love a dip too. Like my husband's favorite is French onion dip.
Okay.
But I think this could become his new favorite.
Really?
This is so delicious, so flavorful, so creamy. This is another winner, Tara.
Isn't the balance nice too? Like, I
Yep.
don't feel like one thing overpowers the other. We spent so much time on these dips, and we have like a caramelized onion dip. We have a cheesy cheddar bacon dip. We have a spunky spinach dip. Really, truly something for
Spunky
everybody.
spinach.
Oh yeah, so fun.
I
and
love
the
it.
caramelized onion is Karma. Karma. So you'll always have good vibes at your parties.
So creative. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So,
Well, this was awesome. Let me take that dip out of your hands.
thank you very
I'll put
much.
It over here.
And I would say, let's have another cheers.
Oh, for sure.
With good luck for
Thank
your new
you.
venture.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us.
This was amazing. Thank
Tara
you,
and
everybody.
myself for another edition of Exploring in My Explorer.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Bye.